One of the biggest changes we've seen in the world silver market over the last decade and a half was the introduction of a new player, that of Disney. Disney's classic characters quickly became some of the most popular silver coins released every single year. And with them being some of the rarest coins released every year, they quickly streamed above the other major silver coins in popularity. But they really kicked it into overdrive in 2016. That was when they started striking coins for their newest intellectual property. I'm talking about Star Wars. And out of the Star Wars coins struck, none have been more popular than the ones honoring the Dark Lord himself. Darth Vader is one of the most iconic characters in the history of Star Wars, the titular sci-fi villain for many kids today. And this stunning 3-ounce silver coin is the newest released from the New Zealand Mint in the brand new Star Wars Classics series. This series is going to honor some of the more iconic characters across the LucasArts universe that is the multiple Star Wars films, movies, comic books, and books. This stunning 3-ounce silver piece honors Darth Vader himself, formerly the Jedi Anakin Skywalker, the prodigy turned Dark Lord, who would eventually create the Galactic Empire at the behest of his Sith master Darth Sidious. Darth Vader would, of course, be the iconic villain that most notably was played by two different people in the movies. I'll explain that more later. This stunning 3-ounce silver coin is item number 905-11005. That's 905-11-005. And we are just $299.95 each for these massive 3-ounce silver coins. At that price, we are more than $50 less than our nearest competition's price of over $350. They are going to strike only 999 total coins, making this one of the rarest silver coins struck in the Star Wars series ever. It is a partially colorized coin where you see Vader in the middle with his lightsaber raised, ready to strike, with all of the images on the left-hand side of the design being beautiful colorized images from his many appearances. And on the right, the same other iconic images, but these are etched in silver with such detail, it's truly incredible. And thanks to this coin being a massive 3-ounce silver piece, the design truly pops. These coins are struck by the New Zealand Mint on behalf of the island of Niue and have a $10 denomination, but they are worth oh so much more than that. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website. The website's avccoins.com. Then once you're there, you'll see a search bar on the upper right-hand side of the page. Put in 905-11005, and you will get the 3-ounce silver Darth Vader from the Star Wars Classic series. A incredibly rare silver issue with just 999 total coins in mintage. One of the rarest Star Wars coins struck in Disney's history. And we are more than $50 less than our nearest competition at just $299.95. Now, you heard me mention that they have been producing Star Wars coins since about 2016. But what I didn't tell you was that they have actually been striking Darth Vader coins almost every single year since. And that's because when those 1-ounce silver Darth Vader coins first hit the market, they were immediate sellouts. Quickly, they became some of the most popular 1-ounce silvers released in years, and thanks to their relatively low mintages of 150,000 and the like, they quickly became snatched up for people who realized just how rare they truly were. Then once you combine the fact that it honored Darth Vader, one of the most iconic villains in the history of cinema, and you had a match made in heaven. Since then, they have been striking these coins almost annually, with the bigger 2-ounce and 3-ounce silver coins being even more popular, because all that means is it's a simply bigger version of the Darth Lord himself. Now let's talk about the bit of the unique history around the character in the movies. As I mentioned, Darth Vader was actually played by two different people in the movies. That's because the person you see on screen was actually a bodybuilder, strongman, and later actor known as David Prowse. Unfortunately, David had a bit of a higher-pitched, British-ish Eastern European European sounding accent, which, with the higher pitch, did not come across as menacing as George Lucas wanted. So he would still act out all of his scenes, but later on, they would bring in James Earl Jones, famously the voice actor of Mufasa in The Lion King, and most notably in his live-action roles was the King from Coming to America. His deep baritone voice would become the iconic Lord Vader that we all know and love today. So he's one of the more unique characters in movie history for that fact alone, that if they had not used James Earl Jones's voice, the movie may have never been as popular as it was. We may not have the Star Wars cinematic universe that we do, or the thousands of unfortunately now defunct books that were created in the years after the film came out. Star Wars is without a doubt a global force when it comes to IP, intellectual property, and the things produced featuring those characters. 1 ounce silver coins featuring Disney characters quickly became some of the most popular ever. And one of the only things more popular than Disney was Star Wars, until Disney themselves got a hold of them. Now, thanks to that, we are going to be seeing Star Wars silver coins released every single year for the foreseeable future. But very few coins are going to be as rare or as beautiful as this 3 ounce silver classic Star Wars series Darth Vader. There's 999 coins struck, and we are more than $50 less than our nearest competition's price of well over $350. It's item number 905-11005. That's 905-11-005. And we were just $299.95 for one of the rarest Darth Vader coins released ever. Less than 1,000 total coins struck to honor one of the most popular characters in the history of Star Wars. You cannot go wrong with this stunning silver piece. But unfortunately, with the phone lines already backed up, we do have to move on. If you're waiting to talk to one of our operators, do not hang up. We'll get to you as soon as we can. You do not want to miss out on your chance to grab this stunning 3 ounce silver Darth Vader while you still can. But that being said, it is time to move on, so let's see what we have coming up next.